Yeah, I mean, the first one, April 26th at Spurs, when you're in the UK, people are still talking about that event. They're still going to be talking about it in 10 years' time. And what you're seeing is the third Ring Magazine event in the space of just a few weeks, really. And I think this might be the most exciting top to bottom. I mean, I really feel like Morel against Katiev is an incredible fight. For those who don't know Katiev, he just boxed on our Sydney show. Very exciting Chechen fighter, very dangerous. Coelho against Matthias, Dalton Smith gets the winner. Edgar Berlanga against Shiraz. Edgar's a fantastic puncher, and Hamza Shiraz is going to be very well suited at 168, especially with Andy Lee in the corner now. I think that's going to be a huge addition, one of the best trainers in the world. And then over to the main man, to my left, Shakur Stevenson. And I have to say, you know, the team, Josh Dubin, James Prince, done an incredible job, but people always ask me, coming over from the UK, what's the difference you notice about boxing in America? The man to my left, if he was from the UK, he would be what we call a national treasure. He would be a superstar. And he should be, not just a superstar of boxing, but a superstar of American sport. He's 27 years of age. He's a 3-division world champion. And he's never broken sweat. Eric Gomez said it right about comparing him to Floyd Mayweather. I also put him with the likes of Sugar Ray Leonard, Pernell Whitaker, all of the greats. This is how good this man is. But for greatness, you need a great opponent, and that is William Zepeda. And this is the fight where Shakur Stevenson will show everybody how great and special he is. I think you're talking about pound for pound, #1 greatness from this man. And the Ring Magazine are doing such an incredible job with these cards. But I do have one complaint, just one, Versace, one complaint. I looked at your rankings in the Ring Magazine in the lightweight division. Okay, #1, Gervonta Davis. Great fighter, just drew with the super featherweight. Keyshawn Davis, another great fighter. Shakur's friend. Hasn't got the resume to be at #2. This guy is at #3. This is the clearest #1 fighter in the division you could ever see. And I know that you've got special dispensation, not you Versace, but the committee. The 135-pound belt is vacant right now. This is a belt that should be contested between Shakur Stevenson and William Zepeda on July 12th. We'll leave it there. I hope you will consider it with His Excellency, who you guys know the sport inside out. You know how good this man is. And for everybody watching this stream right now, everybody watching around the world, and especially if you're American, understand what you've got here. Absolute greatness of the sport. He's just getting started. And this is a tremendous fight. Zepeda's a great fighter, but you will see why Shakur Stevenson is one of the greatest fighters this country has ever produced.
So Eddie, are you asking for sanction?
Sorry?
Are you asking for the title to be at stake in this fight?
I am. I'm asking for you to consider it in your noble position.
Well, I will definitely consider it, talk it over with the committee.
Thank
If
you.
the committee decides it, I don't decide it. You know, it's an independent committee.
Yeah, that's why I asked the committee. And that's the great thing about the Ring Magazine.
Who's on that committee?
Well, it's not Eddie, I'll tell you that much.
If it was, he'd already have the belt.
He already had the belt.
Yeah, but this is a you know, you guys have always been fair to consider it, and I think this is I think this is the best fight in the division. You know, this is two tremendous fighters that deserve to be the king of the division, because this is already the king of the division. So if Zepeda was to do something outrageous, I don't know, Shakur was to slip over and break his ankle or something like that, and he won, he should get the belt. But he's the king, and he should be crowned king at Flushing Meadows on July the 12th. Thank you for your consideration.
It'll be under consideration.
Under consideration. Strong words there
ring to
from
it.
Eddie Hearn, but now let's turn to the fighters themselves, and let's stick with Shakur and William Zepeda matchup. William, you're fighting for the WBC Lightweight belt. I just want to know this opportunity for you, what it means on this card on July 12th.
Estás peleando por el campeonato mundial del CMA. ¿Qué consideras esta oportunidad para ti?
¿Qué tal? Es un gusto, para mí es un honor estar aquí presente, muy agradecido con todo mi equipo, con Golden Boy por esta oportunidad, con Shakur también por darnos esta oportunidad de tener una gran pelea. Estoy muy emocionado, muy contento. Esto es respuesta de todo el trabajo que he hecho a lo largo de 16 años. Créanme que voy a aprovechar esta oportunidad porque sé que es la oportunidad de mi vida. Y pronto, este 12 de julio, en Nueva York, van a conocer a William Camarón.
This is the fruit of 16 years of labor of working hard every day and answered prayer. This is the opportunity of my life, and I think that July 12th, New York will know who William Zepeda is.
You heard those words from Eddie Hearn just a second ago that Shakur would have to break his ankle, slip on a banana peel to lose this fight. Do you feel like potentially a lot of the people even in this crowd are overlooking you?
Escuchaste las palabras de Eddie Hearn que dice que la única manera que tú le puedes ganar a Shakur es que se resbale, se quiebre un pie y que no pueda continuar. Y hay mucha gente que piensa lo mismo. ¿Qué es lo que opinas tú?
No, yo me estoy preparando para una gran pelea. Hemos escuchado decir que Shakur se va a parar a pelear. Vamos a ver si es cierto. Y lo importante es dar una gran exhibición. Yo estoy concentrado en el trabajo que tengo que hacer. Soy consciente de las habilidades de Shakur, pero creo que tengo un gran equipo y estoy haciendo un gran campamento para poder evadir todas sus habilidades de Shakur.
I really don't care what Eddie says. You know, it's me and Shakur in there, and hopefully Shakur does what he says he's going to do, stand there and fight, and just give the fans a great fight, you know, and we're going to prove who's the best July 12th. You know, I know that this is my opportunity, so Shakur says he's going to stand and fight. Let's stand and fight.
So, okay, you guys have talked about it. He's going to stand and fight. But when you watch Shakur fight and the way you fight, obviously it's a boxer-puncher matchup. You're very aggressive. He is very defensively sound, and his counter-punching is there. How do you expect him to actually fight in this matchup?
Obviamente han hablado y te ha dicho que él se va a parar a pelear contigo, pero es una pelea donde tú eres el agresivo, él es el peleador boxeador. Si tú cómo ves la pelea, si sí se va a parar a pelear o qué es lo que ves en esta pelea tú.
No, ahorita en nuestro campamento estamos haciendo varios planes. Si no nos funciona el plan A, vamos a usar el plan B o el plan C. Somos muy conscientes y realistas de sí la calidad que tiene Shakur, pero yo también tengo calidad, soy un boxeador inteligente. Muchos peleadores a los que les he ganado me han caracterizado por ser nada más un tiragolpes, pero ya cuando me tienen al frente se dan cuenta que no es en realidad así, sino que también sé usar mi boxeo y sé que Shakur al momento de tenerme enfrente va a sentir también mi agresividad y que también me sé mover.
We know that Shakur is a great fighter. We know the opposition we have in front of us, you know, but we're training for that. We're training. We have a plan A, plan B. A lot of fighters that I fought always think that I'm just a guy that comes and throws punches until they're in the ring with me. You know, Shakur can say he's going to stand and fight with me, but he's going to have to go back to his plan and box at some time too. So we're preparing for everything.
Thank you, William. Shakur, a lot of words been said so far. The plea is stand and fight.
Yeah, I heard that a couple of times. It sounds like that's what they want me to do. So the thing is, I'm coming in there to put on a performance. I'm not focused on doing one thing. I'm not focused on standing there and fighting. I'm not focused on boxing. I'm coming in there to put on the best performance of my career. And on July 12th, Zepeda is going to remember my name.
With this matchup, I asked him the same question, so I'll ask you. How do you expect him to fight? He's very aggressive, he's a puncher. He's going to throw a lot of output, we all assume, but how do you expect this to go?
I mean, he can't do nothing different. He could sit here and act like, oh, I got a plan B, plan C, plan D, blah, blah, blah. He can't do nothing different. There's one thing that he's coming to do. He's coming there to throw as many punches as possible, overwhelm me, make me tired, and, try to bully me. And I'm not going to let that happen. So I don't believe that bullshit you're talking about.
Now, when you get in that ring, I think a lot of people expect a lot from you,
Yeah.
especially in this matchup. Vegas Lines would also agree with me. How do you go out and perform? I even heard you talking about maybe putting it on him a little differently than you have in the last couple fights. We saw the Josh Padley fight. We saw what you did there. Am I looking at a different Shakur Stevenson this time around?
Here's the thing, man. I want Jacob Panda, his coach, that translated for him. I want him to know that and tell him that too. I'm going to train my ASS off. I'm going to put.
You can say it.
I'm gonna train my ass off, and I'm gonna put in a lot of work. And come July 12th, he will have the best version of Shakur Stevenson. He will see something different than he ever saw before.
When that fight does happen, the talks of overlooking, it feels like when I get on Twitter, you're
Man,
beefing with every fighter that's out there. How do you zero in on this moment?
That's just.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you, Shakur. I have to interrupt you though because this is His Excellency calling me. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta answer this. Hello, His Excellency, are you there? Hello?
Hello everyone. It is a pleasure to have you all and have my partners, Matchroom, Mr. Eddie, Golden Boy, Mr. Gomez, Golden Star, Mr. Spencer, and the team of Berlanga. This card is very important for boxing. You can see this card for the ring number 3. It's no one can accept and protect the result of the card. This is important card and historical place for the first time in boxing ever in the tennis arena. This card have a brilliant fighters. The result of this card will affect our next card. The eye of Shakur is in tank. The eye of Zepeda in big fights in Mexico. The eye of the result of Berlanga and Shiraz is in Canelo. This is big card. This is important card. This will affect boxing. And now, in front of everyone, we are ready. We are ready to do big fights. We have a big card in August. We have a big card in October. I am talking with Matchroom, with Eddie Hearn to do Boots and to Malibu. We are discussing now for big fights for Garcia and Haney. And let's go back to this card. This card is very important to me. Shakur, Zepeda, Shiraz, Berlanga. The result of this card will affect the future. This is important card and a historical card for the boxing. Shakur, one of the greatest fighter, pound to pound now in the world. Shiraz is the ambassador, and Shakur, both of them is the ambassador of Riyadh season. Shiraz is looking to have a big performance in America and watching the result of Crawford and Canelo. Berlanga want to put very big statement in the first card with us. Zepeda have a lot of options. We have the Latinos night. We have a big fight preparing now in Mexico. This is important card. This is important card. And the last request for Mr. Versace, this belt, we change it. We now want the new version, please. Try to have the new version from the factory in England. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Thank you to my partner, Mr. Eddie Hearn, Spencer Brown, Golden Boy, and Berlanga team. Thank you so much.
There he is, folks. His Excellency. AG knows how to make an entrance. He does have my number as well, so that's pretty cool. Shakur, back to you. This moment for you is, you hear everybody talking about it, comparing you to the greats of all time. When you hear that, how does that make you feel?
It's cool, but I don't get too caught up in it. I'm not trying to get caught up into like a trap to where it's like I'm thinking so highly of myself that I'm not gonna put in the work for the fight. And also know that I'm not sleeping on Williams a bit. I understand that this is a fighter in front of me that been waiting on this opportunity. So like I knew Zepeda back when I was like 16, 15 years old, and he was focused then, and I understand right now. This is his moment too, so at the end of the day, I gotta go lock in, and I gotta step on him. Man. That's what I'm coming to do.
William, you heard that. He said he's going to step on you. What's your response?
Bueno, pues yo estoy muy concentrado en lo mío. Siempre me he caracterizado por ser un peleador que habla arriba del ring. Esta pelea no es decepción. Sé que es la pelea de mi vida, la que va a despuntar mi carrera. Yo quiero pasar a la historia en el boxeo mexicano, en el boxeo mundial, y el tener esta pelea contra un gran peleador como Louis Shakur es la que me va a despuntar, y estoy seguro que va a ser una pelea que va a pasar a la historia como la de Madrid Taylor contra Chávez.
I've always been a fighter that's been known to be very disciplined, very focused. This is not the exception. This is the biggest fight of my life, the greatest opportunity I have. I want to be known as a Mexican legend, not only a Mexican legend, but a legend in the sport of boxing. I look at this fight like a movie, you know, almost like the Mildred Taylor versus Chavez. And I just want that type of fight. I just want to give the fans, what they want.
Ain't not that way.
Hey, Panda, tell him to start speaking English, man. I know he know more English right now, man. You've been around
Que
for
hablas
how
más
long
inglés,
now?
cabrón, que tú sabes hablar inglés, dice.
Tell him to talk some English. I know he know English, man.
We'll save it for another time. Last one for you, Shakur. You heard His Excellency on the phone there say, listen, a win here, and he wants to set up the tank fight. I know you're not overlooking William Zepeda, but that's got to be in your mind.
Nah, it can't be. It can't be. Right now, all that's in my mind is July 12th. Of course, I want the tank fight. I've been saying it for years now, but truthfully, if I don't get past Zepeda, there is no tank fight. So Zepeda is first, and I'm coming to this stand on business.
Absolutely. Now let's move to our last billing on the night.